Hey, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Excuse me. Today, we're talking about something that's very specific to our market, which is hurricane season. And we are in June 1st was the first day of hurricane season. So what do you need to do to prepare your chimney for hurricane season? And that's very specific because there are lots of different types of fireplaces. There's lots of different types of chimneys, and they're all slightly different. But the number one thing you can do is, and we're kind of running out of time, is have it inspected before we have a storm hit. And most people kind of looked at me and just, what's going on? And the answer to that is you need to document the condition of your chimney and fireplace before a storm hits, because I've been through a ton of them. We've been doing this for 20 years. And after storms, we have to document that damage wasn't from a previous storm. And if you can't, meaning you haven't had proper maintenance is yearly inspections, clean as necessary. Sometimes this happens, sometimes it's not. Some insurance companies will say there's no way to document that happened while we were the insured party. And when we find damage, we can say, this is water damage, this is wind damage. But how do you know what happened during that storm, or if it happened during a storm that was maybe even 5 years ago? Because we cannot date that damage except for it happened. Now, it's very simple. If your chimney was up and now it's down and you knew it was up before, most insurance companies are not going to ever question that. But this goes into also chimney fire stuff that's not hurricane related, but any kind of damage that happens, how do we know this wasn't flood damage from a previous storm? And that's not always an issue, but it can be. So what I'm encouraging everybody is, right now, we're offering a free this is a summer special thing where we're doing free inspections. Have it documented what the condition of your fireplace is. And if you have issues with the fireplace, it's either, if you have a manufactured metal fireplace, which is an appliance, it can actually get to the point where it's so old that it's either rusted or warped or something else that it needs to be replaced. Or if you have a masonry fireplace, let's document the condition of that fireplace so that when it comes to an insurance claim, if we get there, God forbid, we know what it was before the storm and no one can ever question anything. So that's what I encourage, because by the time we get to after the storm and there's damages, it's hard for us to help, except for this could be damage due to the storm. That it very well could be. That it's consistent with storm damage due to wind, due to water. But when it happened, we can't document that. So it's really important before we start that you maintain your fireplace correctly, means document condition over and over and over again, so that if something were to happen, a lightning strike, a chimney fire, a hurricane, a tornado, we get all those things here. We know what the condition was before and after, and it becomes very, very simple with what's going on with this. So if you have an inspection done, we have a system that's going to document pictures. It's going to document images. We now do thermal imaging as a documentation way. We now also document pressures inside the house. Those are things we do as a standard inspection, so that if something happens, if something changes, we know what changed. If we know if your heating and air conditioning company changed the way it's designed and suddenly your fireplace stops working, we have documentation on what this was before they did that. So it's very, very clear what happened, why it happened. So the lesson for today is be prepared. You know, obviously the same stuff, have water, have foods, be ready for power outages, all that kind of stuff. But also have your house, and specifically for us, your fireplace and chimney inspected so you know the condition of it before bad things happen. That way it's extraordinarily clear, because it's really, really frustrating when after a storm, you finally need this insurance that you've paid for a long time, and they start even questioning whether they were the insurance company that had insured this fireplace or house when the damage happened. And that does happen. So please, please, please make sure, document the condition of everything, including your fireplace. And the way we have to do that is cameras put inside the fireplace, look at the interior, look at the exterior. We will keep all that record for you. So even if something happens you email down. We have all that documented. You just call us, whether you're chimney guys, we can come in, we can give you estimates. We can tell them what it was before, what it was after. We can even show them pictures. So make sure you get that taken care of. Make sure you do all the stuff that doesn't seem like a big deal now, but if something does happen, we want you prepared. We don't want to have to deal with it afterwards, which we can do too. But we struggle with proving when this happened and what insurance company should cover it and what shouldn't. So please, please, please have your fireplace. Even if you've had it inspected 2, 3, 4 years ago, make sure you have it inspected. Document the condition of your fireplace. That way we know what's wrong with it, what's not, and we can help you when it's time to file that insurance claim. So that's it for today. Please like our video, share it as many people as we can. We need to help them before hurricane season, or actually early in the hurricane season, and we'll get customers taken care of. Thanks. Bye.